How's it going, everyone? In a lot of your responses to our 6th assignment for our Tri-Creek Technology PD group, you talked about wanting to get a little bit more into adding students to a class and creating your groups. So I wanted to go through the step-by-step process of how to do that and then how to get a student into that group. So when you log into your Edmodo page, right off the bat, you're going to see over here on the left-hand side where it says groups, and you're going to see join or create. Now, we've all used the join part before to get into the Tri-Creek Technology PD group. Create one group for each one of your classes, especially at the secondary level. It's important that you don't have all 3 sections of your Algebra 1 class in one group. I would have one group for each class section that you have. So click on create and then type in your group name. I'm just going to call this demo group for right now. You can also select some advanced options. You can default all new members to only be read-only to the group, or you can also moderate all posts and replies. Those are completely up to you. You can select a grade level, be 10th, or you can select a range. So let's say that I'm at the high school. I can select 9th to 12th in case I might have all of those students in that class. Subject area, I'm just going to select all right now. And then I'm going to create. Now you'll see I have a group code right here, which is 0xvwcv. I'm going to close this, and that'll always be in the settings for my group. You'll also notice over here on the side that demo group has now shown up for me as a teacher. So now I can go into that group, and this is where I would start to moderate my group. I'm going to then copy this code right here down so I can tell my students what that is, because they're going to need to know this to get into my group. As I move over, the first thing I would do as a teacher is I would have the students travel to the Tri-Creek homepage, and down on the left-hand side we have a link to our Edmodo site. Now the website is tcsc.edmodo.com. At any point you can always go to that, but there's also a quick link on the Tri-Creek homepage, and if you click on this it'll take you here. Now if this is the first time that your students are logging into Edmodo, I would recommend that you have them click on I'm a student. They would just type in the group code right here, so that code that you have right up here will go right here. So I would tell them that code to type in. Then they would type in their school username, password, their first and last name, and then sign up. I already have a student, so I'll go ahead and log in right now. Now as a student, you'll see the groups that I'm a part of over here. As a student, I also have a join option. So for your students that have already signed up for Edmodo, you will just have them click on join, and then that code again that you have for your group that you'll find over here on your teacher page. When you click on the group, you'll notice that it's in the upper right hand corner, and that you'll always be able to access that code. So then as a student, I'm going to just go ahead and type that code in and then join the group, and now I'm officially in that class. So I'll see over on the student side that I am now a member of that class. If I go over to my teacher portal, I'm going to refresh my page just so you can see that in my group, you'll see over here that now that student is now a part of my group. So I feel like that's an important thing to do in your class, be able to get all of your students into your group. All you have to do is give them that code, and it will automatically join you. Let's talk about managing our class as we compare the difference between Moodle and Edmodo. One thing that Moodle has done very well is organizing different parts of your class, breaking it up into different sections. We still have this capability and this feature in Edmodo. It's just a little different route, but I think it's important that we learn how to do this. That way we can keep our classes organized and managed. Now, if we look at the Tri Creek Technology PD group as an example of what a little bit of disorganization is, we'll see that there are a whole bunch of different things posted to one wall. I have notes, I have assignments, I have quizzes, I have videos. There are just a lot of different things posted to one wall. And that becomes very difficult for a teacher to manage. It becomes confusing for students. And I think that it's very important that we look at how we organize our class so that it's easy, A, for you, the teacher, and B, most importantly, the students to go back and forth between different things. So I'm going to go into our demo group, and I have one member in the group, my test student. So here on the main page, this is where I'm going to want to keep all of my notes, my alerts, and my polls. I want to keep everything that has to do with a note, an alert, or a poll here on my main page. Anything else like an assignment or a quiz, I'm going to create a small group for. So when I manage my members, and again, to get to that point, over on your right hand side inside your group, you'll see members, and then you click on manage. You'll see on the left hand side over here where I can create a small group. So I'm going to create a small group. Now each of your small groups, even between different groups, have to be named something different. So you can't have 5 small groups called assignments, one for each of your classes. You need to call it period 1 assignments, or period 3 assignments. So I'm going to call this just demo assignments. And then I'm going to select all the people to move into that group. Obviously in these groups you're going to want to select all of your students. Now again, I'm going to create another small group, and let's call this demo quiz. I'm going to add my students over into that one, and I'll create one more small group. Demo video, since I have a lot of videos. I'm going to post that, put that over into that group as well. So when I go back to my main page now, and in my group, you'll see underneath my group are all of my small groups. So now if I post a note on this wall, and I just send it to my demo group, that'll only post on my main demo group wall. Let's say that I want to give an assignment. I'll select assignments up at the top, and I'll make sure that I'm in my assignment page, and I'll give this an assignment title. Give that a due date. I can attach any files or anything that I need, and then I'm just going to send it to my demo assignments group. So now, instead of having on your main page everything in one spot, now you'll see how it's organized between my main page, my assignments page, my quizzes page, and then my videos page, to where I can add all of that. This is very important as we move forward with Edmodo. That way that we are organized in all of our classes, and it's not just one big hodgepodge. That will be confusing for students and confusing for teachers. Hopefully you find this video helpful in your class. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to get a hold of me at any point in time. We'll sit down and talk about these things, and we'll walk you through the process of getting all this working as we head to one-to-one at Tri Creek. It's an exciting time, and I hope you can use this to help organize your class. Have a wonderful day.